Good day, guys. My name is Mo, and bringing you another episode of MowMent, an introvert stories in a podcast vlog fusion. And how have you been this week? And I hope you have been all great, feeling great because I have survived this week successfully. And oh my god, what's happening? Yeah, I survived this week successfully. I've worked for 6 days from Monday to Saturday this week, and yeah, it was really tiring. But I think I did well in my job. I didn't make any mistakes, and yeah, and so as a reward for me, I am going to eat food from the convenience store, from the Family Mart. This is not sponsored, by the way, but yeah, I'm going to show you what I'm gonna eat for today's lunch. And yeah, because me and my girlfriend typically eat uh, um, homemade foods. And since I love cooking, she also loves cooking, so we typically cook food. Um, the homemade cook homemade food. Why am I making this complicated? And yeah, it's just today that we decided to buy Family Mart because we have also wanted to try other stuff in the Family Mart as well. And please bear with me because my nails are long, and I need my nails long for my job because my work is a physical one. I have to check the products. What do you call this? I I just have to check the products in order for me to wait. I need my nails in order for me to check the products properly because there are some hard parts, the plasticky stuff that I need to check if there are damage or something like that. But anyway, yeah, I also yeah, I just have to apologize, and I hope you won't be disgusted. But anyway, let's start off with the sukiyaki. Of course, I'm already hungry. Start off with sukiyaki. Let's uh, let's munch and munch. Oh my god, love. Do you have anything to say? This podcast. You're just eating. Do you want a microphone? No. Okay. Mm, I think I think the meat is good. The meat is good. It's soft. When you chew it, you will be able to to digest it easily. And the tofu is also great. It's so flavorful. You won't taste any raw or like a tofu that doesn't a tofu doesn't taste so good when it's raw. It's like you really have to cook it, but this tofu is already absorbed the soup, the dashi, and it tastes like I don't know, pork broth or the broth of the shiitake mushroom also as well, and also the onions mixed together. So yeah, let me taste another tofu. Mmm, so good. And by the way, for those of you who are not currently watching this podcast right now, I'm currently wearing a Pikachu pajama. What do you call it? Onesie? Do you call this onesie? Do you call this onesie? Do you call this Pikachu onesie? Onesie, right? Yeah, I'm wearing this currently right now because I just wanted to um, feel like a kid. I just want to unleash the kid in my heart. So I bought this last December because I thought this Pikachu was cute. So right now I'm gonna wear this as well, and I think wearing some pajamas in a podcast makes me feel really comfortable instead of like wearing some fancy stuff or the outside outside clothes because since I'm just in my apartment, Like, why not just wear pajama, right? In order to feel comfortable. Like, that's what we all wear at the end of the day if we're just in our house, and it's still winter, so I feel really comfortable. I mean, it's going spring right now here in Japan, but I just feel comfortable wearing this pajama, this cute pajama, this Pikachu pajama. And maybe in the future, I'm gonna buy Super Mario onesie, I guess. I mean, yeah, maybe. And then Luigi for my girlfriend, I guess. Currently, she's eating the maze soba. I forgot. Wait, was it like kurofuji maze soba? It's like a black something sauce. Maze so mixed soba, and I think it's good. I'm gonna taste that as well, of course. Do you wanna taste my teriyaki? I mean sukiyaki. Do you wanna taste my sukiyaki? Love. Do you wanna taste my sukiyaki? No. Okay. I'm gonna taste that one. Okay. It's okay. I wait. Let me have a bite. To be honest, I also love the jelly. I think this is a this is not a jelly. Oh my god, this is a cognac soba or noodles. Cognac noodles. It's like a cognac, and that is a noodle shaped cognac, and it's also flavorful. But I think it will be best if I eat it with rice. I haven't. I did not bring rice because we have a lot of food here. I'm gonna taste other stuff as well. I'm gonna eat other stuff as well. So I don't want to be, full immediately, like right away. So let me taste the maze soba of my girlfriend. She also has bibimbap for rice, and wow, today's a very very blessed lunch. I'm 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 talking like this is the only time that we had this like huge lunch, but we don't usually buy lunch or any meals at convenience store, just desserts and snacks because we typically cook homemade foods. And last weekend, I remember I cooked a Japanese breakfast for my girlfriend for us, and it was grilled salmon and then miso soup with wakame. What do you call it? Seaweed, and then the Japanese hot green tea. I mean, Japanese food with hot green tea is really good for breakfast. I mean, it's such a favorite of mine. And then now I bought three drinks. It's the oi ocha, the famous green drink. This one, and then I also bought melon drink. It's a melon milkshake. It's like m- a, a melon milk with a with the bits of melon fruit that you melon meat. They call it meat because in Japan they kaniku, and then some Coca-Cola Plus with the one with the lesser calorie thing. So anyway, mm, okay, okay. I'm gonna eat the bibimbap. Hmm. I think this for me, this masasoba is quite a bit salty for me. Is it salty? Yeah, it's salty, right? You like it? You like salty ones? But for me, I think it's too salty. Um, I'm worried about my kidney. Hmm. I think I prefer the a little, a little lesser salt, lesser salted food. Do you call it that way? Like sukiyaki, just like what I'm eating this one, but very very flavorful in terms of the dashi, the soup, the broth, because it already mixed with I think various ingredients. However, this masasoba so because I think it's a little bit too salty for me. Right. What about the meat? Thank you. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Okay, let me try the bibimbap. Right? Okay. Okay, I think the bibimbap is also the opposite right now. I I think it doesn't have any strong taste, or I think it has a very very light taste of bibimbap. But you have all the ingredients, so it doesn't have the typical. I think gochujang for bibimbap. Do you use gochujang or samjang? Or I'm not sure, but you can only taste a little bit in this bibimbap. So I think if you pair it with the maze soba, although it's too much carbohydrates, I think the flavor would match. I think this will complement the maze soba. Can I have this one and then this one? Hmm. Hmm. I think they do match. But if you're worried about the carbohydrates, too much carbohydrates, then I don't recommend. Yeah, but I like the flavor. I would eat them 100%. They complement together. So the lack of flavor in the bibimbap and the strong flavored maze soba, the mixed soba, would complement each other. I think they make a perfect combo. But anyway, going back to my sukiyaki. Ue o muite haruko. Do you know that? Namida ga kobore. Wait, is it okay to sing for me while eating? They say, oh no, it's bad to sing while eating. All that superstitious stuff. No, I'm just having fun eating, because I'm just happy because every day we get to eat delicious foods, and yes, I am very much aware of my privilege. So itadakimasu again. And I'm just so happy about the improvement of myself when it comes to doing podcasts because I'm starting to feel comfortable in front of the camera and also when I'm speaking in the microphone. But I just found it very difficult. I realized that it's very difficult to speak in front of the camera, to speak in a podcast if you're just alone and when you have no other people to share your thoughts with because you have to come up with a lot of stuff in your head to say other just to say something in a podcast, right? Because if you are together with someone in a podcast, I think you have the time to listen to your partner. At the same time, you have the time to rest, right? However, if you're just alone, you have to think 24/7, 365 of the things that you have to say, and while hoping that you won't stutter, while hoping you won't deviate immediately from one topic to another, like jump from one topic to another. So I think that is the most most difficult part in doing a podcast solo. Yeah, unless if you're going some chill vibes. Hey guys, today we're gonna eat some famima food, and I'm going to enjoy. No, that's too much. Anyway. I'm gonna drink this soup. I think. Hold on. How do I drink this soup? Oh, am I hitting the microphone? Sorry. Hold on. Wait. Also, I think I like the sukiyaki because it tastes like nimono. Because the soup is sweet. No, it has salt, of course, but it complements the entire dish, the whole dish, and also the sweetness. I think I like the sweetness of the sukiyaki. I just hope that it has a lot more portions because I really like this. I really like what I bought. This is the first time eating this sukiyaki in Famima, but I it did not disappoint. It did not disappoint. Oh my goodness, it's so good. But anyway, let's try the gobo sarada. The how do you say it in English? I forgot, but it's mixed with mayonnaise and goma sesame oil. Itadakimasu. Mmm, typical, typical. But I already expected the flavor. It's really good, but I'm not really surprised because I've been eating this since when I was a kid. So yeah, it's really good to have salad every meal because I feel like it makes me healthy. I feel like it makes me healthy. At the same time, uh, I don't know, or maybe it's just a placebo effect. Like it, not placebo effect, or like it just makes me feel that I'm eating healthy. I'm becoming healthy. When in fact it doesn't like really add much to it, to the entirety of myself being healthy or something. I don't know. But I like salads, so who cares? Hmm. Love, you have to choose for me. You have to choose for me which drink I should. You have to choose for me which drink I should like drink. Hmm. The Coke? Okay. 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 Sure. I mean, I won't be able to. Mhm. All of these. What? Try the what? Hmm. Melon milk. Okay. Sure. I'm not sure. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do the in sequence. I mean, in order. It's the Coke, the melon milk, and then the ocha. I'm gonna drink them all because I won't be able to finish them all. But I think I'm gonna drink like half of them each. Right? Okay. I'm gonna do with Coca Cola Plus. The Coke is so common, such a common drink. I really don't drink Coke that much. I usually drink juice, but it's just this is a special day, so yeah. In fact, when I met my girlfriend, I started to I think drink Coke more often. It's not like very very often, like every day, but I think like once or twice a week because I usually never drink Coke. I hate soda. I hate when I burp and then the soda just comes out of my mouth or something. I don't want that. And my parents didn't want me to drink or get used to drinking Coke. So I grew up not drinking any Coke at all. I mean, I usually drink. I mean, I drank Coke like once a year or something when there's party, but I really didn't like the Coke drink. Uh, like I don't know. It just disgusted me when I was a kid. I just easily like got disgusted by the Coke. Why do I say Coca Cola? I usually drink juice or ocha or tea, Japanese tea, green tea, and juice. Yeah, they make me happy. Even until now, right? But now I'm starting to get used to drinking Coke, I guess. And I realized like it's not so bad at all. But the soda, I still don't want the soda. Sometimes I would usually wait for a few minutes for the soda to to fade. Do you call it fade away? I usually open the bottle for the soda to get away. Is my English correct? Mm. But you know what? You know what? Appreciating yourself is is a must because every weekend you will realize that you have been, tired all along that you just haven't noticed because you are so full, or you are so preoccupied with work. I have to do this, I have to do that. And and then you're just too focused with in your work, in your job, with lots of things. And then when it's weekend, you start to realize that you sleep way more than you expected. Like you sleep for, I don't know, more than 8 hours, 10 hours, something like that. And that's the time that you realize that you're too lazy to get up because you're too tired or something like that. I think, in order for you to get up and get motivated, you should think about like treating yourself, because you deserve it. You deserve any treats. You would know if it is a treat if you do things that isn't really that you don't usually do, like buying stuff for yourself, especially food. Buy some cakes, or if you are on a diet, buy some. I don't know. I mean, you should have a cheat day per like once a week or something like that, because I think yeah, food intakes, right? To have a controlled food intake, controlled meal is good, but at the same time, you should also appreciate yourself by treating yourself good food, and then just exercise way harder for one day in order to compensate for that. Mm. Oh my, this miso soup is good. Mm. You know what? It's not a Japanese meal if you don't have any miso soup. It's not a complete Japanese meal if you don't have miso soup, and I agree with myself. I just agreed to myself. Oh my god, this miso soup didn't have much wakame or seaweed, and I just added dried seaweed from my shelf, food shelf, ingredients shelf, to for me to eat more seaweed, because I love seaweed. I love to eat seaweed, so I added dried seaweed here in miso soup, and now look. Hmm. I think there are lots of like miso soup in Family Mart, in the convenience store we went to. There are miso soup that uses aka miso or red miso paste, and this is I think the normal one. This is the tofu wakame. The normal miso soup with tofu and seaweed. Just it. Hmm. But I really like the miso soup. Anyway, what's your meal for this weekend? I would want to know your meal for this weekend. If you're living outside Japan, I would love to know what you ate this weekend. Mm. And then now we're going back to sukiyaki. I really love the soup, sukiyaki, and such a good decision of me for me. Good decision. Decision. I made a good decision not to eat rice because I'm starting to feel full because I ate the bibimbap rice as well, and also the mazasoba, my girlfriend's mazasoba, and yeah. So nothing, nothing. No, I said I started to feel full. It was a good decision bec- that I did not get rice because I'm starting to feel full because I ate your bibimbap and my girlfriend's mazasoba. I said, yeah, your mazasoba. It's too salty. You should eat it with bibimbap, right? Mm. Now I'm going down with my last bite. Okay, I'm not gonna spill. Right, I'm not gonna spill it. Right, I'm down to my last bite, I guess, or one and a half or 2 bites to be exact. 2 bites. I don't know. Mm. Mm, I'm done eating the sukiyaki. It was so good. It was really good. I expected it to be salty or like very, very thin flavored, but luckily, it was my favorite one. It was my type. Oh my goodness. Can you hear it? Hello. Okay, I thought my mic was not working. Mmm, it's good. But I have to finish the soup because I won't be able to finish the soup if I drink too much Coke or juice or tea. Mmm, there's too much seaweed. I think I put too much seaweed here. Mm. I'm sorry if you're just watching me eat right now. And I think if you're listening to the podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you might just, you know, um, listening to a blank audio. Maybe you might wonder. You might probably be wondering, okay, why I got so quiet? And then you might say, okay, what happened? Is the finish? Is the podcast finished already? The podcast done? No, I'm not. I'm just eating. And currently, my girlfriend's watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, but the animated one, the cartoon one, and yeah, she loves to watch stuff on Netflix or YouTube while eating. She loves to entertain herself. I think she couldn't watch. Uh, she couldn't watch, or she couldn't eat properly when she's not watching something or when she's not entertained. I can't relate with that. She couldn't hear me right now. I can talk about anything behind her back right now. Although she's facing me right now, it's yeah, I can talk about behind, in front of her, behind her front. Oh my god, what? Gonna taste her mother's again. Mm. Oh, I remember last Thursday I went to work and I thought I was getting late. I went to work, I rushed in, I prepared immediately after waking up, and then I went to my car, started the engine, and then proceeded immediately. I just like, I didn't wait for anything. And then usually my Bluetooth device in my car, this cheap Bluetooth device that you can connect your phone so you can play music on your old car. Usually it when if I start my engine, it usually says Bluetooth connection success or something, and it usually says waiting for connection when I'm not connected, when my phone is not connected to the Bluetooth, and then it said waiting for connection, and I realized I forgot my phone, and then I didn't want to go back to my apartment because I was already kind of running late if I go back, so I was afraid of the time. So I said to myself, ah, nah, maybe I'm just gonna um you know, just leave the phone in my apartment anyway. It's just one day, and then wait, did I ever find something like very difficult on that day? No, it was just during the breakdown that I found that I really found it really very very boring because I didn't have anything else to do except stare blankly at anywhere. It's not wall. I think I was away from the wall, so I was just like staring anywhere, blankly staring. So, well, what's up with this guy? And I was just like observing people. I mean, like I wasn't. I was just being discreet though. I didn't want to look so like weird. And then I also Well, I also after lunch break, as I remember, I also just stared blankly in our cafeteria, in our small cafeteria, and I was like, "Oh, this is so boring. Oh shit!" But I felt productive, productive because I felt like I was very attentive that day. I felt attentive more than when I had my phone. Yeah, and especially I felt that I was really productive when arrived at when I went home in the parking lot. I usually just look at my phone and browse in social media and look and watch Instagram reels. But and sometimes I spend my time in the car like for 30 minutes. But when when I arrived at my apartment, when I arrived home, I immediately packed my my things, prepared my things, and then just immediately left the car. And then I just, went straight into my house, and I wasn't rushing. I was like, oh, okay, I'm going home now. So I really didn't think about much. I just wanted to, do things or finish things quickly. Like, okay, I have to wash dishes after this one, and I almost completely forgot about my phone. And then when I went to my bedroom, I saw my phone. Oh, it's my phone. And then that was that time that I realized that, oh, I can be productive without my phone. So I think surviving a day without a phone made me realize that I can also be productive. It's just that it's just kind of boring when I really have nothing else to do during break time at work. But other than that, I think I can be productive. But it's just my realization for that day. Who knows if I continue it for 2 days, 3 days? I'm gonna start to feel bored or something. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do anymore if I just finished all my chores in my apartment. So yeah, that's just my story. My God, such a long story. I usually stutter. Oh wait, let me. I just took a big sip. Took a. I just drank the miso soup in order for me to get relaxed again, for me not to stutter. But you know what? I'm really happy starting this podcast because I'm starting to feel very, very confident with my speech. I just have to widen my vocabulary. So I have to read or, I don't know, watch a lot of stuff on YouTube for me to practice my English. Yep. I mean, practice my English even more. I mean, I'm already fine with my basic English skills, but I think I need more so I can be more entertaining when I'm speaking, something like that. And I also have to study about uh, the way that I should deliver my speech, the way I speak. Hmm. Well, I'm done with miso soup, but we still have dessert. So I think I'm going to eat one of them or a few of them. I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish all these desserts that I bought. I think I bought too much. No, such a wrong move. But maybe I'm gonna eat them later in the dinner if I couldn't finish them. Mm. Mm. This Pikachu is happy. Oh, I should be using this one glass. We have to be classy today. I really love the Coke. Okay, now we're going to the dessert category. What should I eat next? Oh, this first one. I would like to eat. Oh wait, should I eat the pudding first now? This first one that I would like to eat is the ichigo no,
いちごの白玉クリームぜんざい。
but there's a mochi whipped cream, two mochis, three mochis, I guess, that is on top of the red bean paste, the anko. So let's have a taste of this dessert. Oh, it's dessert time. Let me taste the whipped cream first. Yeah, it's good. Strawberries in Japan is very seasonal, so you wouldn't be able to eat this in summer, winter, fall, just spring or late winter. So it's limited. And I also like strawberries, It's good. Everything with strawberry, anything, any food, dessert with strawberry, they're just good. Mm, yeah, I love the sour and sweet and sour mixed, sweet and sour flavored strawberry or dessert. Mm. I also love the anko or the red bean paste because it's so sweet. It complements also well with the whipped cream sweetness. I mean, I don't feel that they're redundant because the whipped cream is sweeter than the red bean paste. The red bean paste is has its own natural sweetness, so it isn't really sweet, but a very natural sweet, I guess. Yeah. So if you add the sweetness of the whipped cream, it complements well with the red bean paste, and it makes it more delicious. And to top it all off, the texture, if you eat it with mochi, this this I don't know, this mochi, it adds to the chewiness of the sweetness. So I feel like I'm eating some chewy sweet red bean paste flavored mochi. And if I add some strawberries, I'm gonna, you know, the strawberry flavor will add to it. I think it complements well. That's why I also like this dessert. So wow, I mean, this is not a food vlog, okay? This is not a food vlog. I'm just describing what I'm eating, and I yeah, it's just my favorite, okay? And I recommend you to taste this one if you have the time. But I'm sure you also have your own favorites in the company, in the Family Mart or 7-Eleven or Lawson or anywhere else. So you just eat, you do you, and I do me. mm. But let me know what's your favorite. Let me know what's your favorite in combini. So I'm so excited to know what you want. Mm. Write them down on the comment section. Mm. It's good. Sometimes I feel like when I'm eating stuff, I should be having a partner, like a bro partner. So when I'm eating, he speaks for me, and then when he's eating, I speak for him. So I won't have any what do you call it? Some dead air in the podcast. I mean, this looks like a vlog more than a podcast. Oh my goodness! But I'm so sorry if you're just for those people who are listening to my podcast on Spotify, the Apple Podcast. You might wonder, it's so quiet right now. Is it a dead air? Is the podcast finished? Is What is it doing? Is he doing some sexuals? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be explicit here. Sexual stuff. Oh my goodness. I just really like desserts in Japan. It's not too sweet. It's not too thin flavored, but I think um it's just at the exact um balanced. It's just so balanced. The flavor is just balanced. I have nothing to say. Mm. But don't get me wrong. I also like sweets. I also like desserts that are sweeter than this. But usually, when I eat a very very sweet food, I usually eat it like just a little bit, and then I would already feel like full, or I feel like I don't want to eat that like sweet that sweet anymore. So eating some balanced balanced dessert, balanced flavor dessert will make me eat that again, like in my next meal or something. So yeah. Mm. But you know what? I really like desserts in Japan. Mm. There's lesser soda now. I'm gonna cover this quote. There's lesser soda now. I'm gonna drink the rest of my Coke later this dinner, and now we're gonna try this melon, melon juice, melon milk. My girlfriend is too invested in the Avatar: The Last Airbender. Me, I watched the whole series for several times when I was in high school. I guess when I was in college as well. I think also. But I remember when I was in high school, I used to watch. Um, I used to watch it like several times because I really, it. I didn't get tired watching the Avatar, the Last Airbender, because I think it just makes me emotional. The whole series makes me emotional because of the I don't know. I just love the elements power, and then their relationship together as a whole team, and the comedy that the ATLA has is like very god tier. God tier. I just love the I just love the I just love that show, the cartoon, the anime. This melon milk or the strawberry milk, we have the strawberry, the pink version, or the mango. This is my girlfriend's one. I recommend it to take. I recommend you to drink this as, I think, as a dessert, because if you're gonna drink this as a drink itself, I think you wouldn't like it, because there are like bits of fruits here inside, so you wouldn't be able to like swallow uh like straight away like a water or something. So you wouldn't feel like refreshed when you drink this one instead of like other like literal juice or tea or water something. So I recommend you to drink this as a dessert. Like you consider this as a dessert, because I remember when I first tried this one, I thought this was, I considered this a drink, and I was so thirsty. It was summer. When I tried to drink, it was so hard for me to swallow because there are some bits of fruits, and I thought like I was gonna get choked. But and I felt I kind of felt disappointed, and then I said to myself, oh yeah, yeah, this has bits of fruits. Why didn't I think of it? Why didn't I think of much about it when I was like swallowing? I mean, I knew there was bits of fruits here inside, but I just didn't expect that I would get like choked, or like it would be hard for me to swallow the or to gulp this drink. And then I realized, oh yeah, they should be taken as dessert and not as like literal drink, because you wouldn't be able to swallow. You wouldn't be able to gulp this properly. Mm, mm. I like it. Is it the half now? Okay, it's half already. I'm done drinking. Just gonna drink this for next time or later. Maybe later. Should I eat one more dessert and then leave the other one for dinner? Oh no. Hold on. Okay, let me eat this one because I feel like this will be my favorite one as well. Wait, did I already eat this in the past? I don't remember. But anyway, it's strawberry. I mean, yeah, coated with whipped cream,
wrapped in
pink mochi, pink colored mochi. Yeah, this is the type of dessert that what do you call it? Yuki Ichigo, snow strawberry. If you literally translate this one. Mm. Oh, this has a pancake, a thin pancake, like underneath. So this looks like a strawberry shortcake or something, some sort of that. Oh, I didn't expect. Japanese people are so creative with Japan is so creative with everything, anything. I think the only thing that you wouldn't ever want is the natto or the fermented bean. I love natto. I don't know why. I just love natto. I used to love natto. I mean, I've been loving natto when I was a kid. Since when I was a kid. I don't know why, but I don't remember hating natto when I was a kid because I usually eat natto for breakfast as well. And I remember I also eat natto for breakfast when I was working my first job. I think it was yeah, it was a few years back. Where's the strawberry? Mm. Oh, I love the texture of mochi. I love the softness of the mochi. Look, it's too stretchy. I like it. But when you bite the mochi, it would like I think it melts easily in your mouth. Mm, yeah, you can easily bite the mochi, chew the mochi. Oh, there's a strawberry. Peekaboo. The strawberry literally said peekaboo. Come on. Focus. It looks good. Why didn't I show the other food in front of the camera? Oh my goodness, why? It would have been good. I felt like I should have eaten the pudding before the strawberry mochi, the strawberry dessert. Mm. Oh, I like the sourness of the strawberry. It complements well with the sweetness of the whipped cream. Mm. Wow, I like it. Was so good. Anyway, let me open this ocha. Oi, ocha. The Guinness World Records record holder. This is the largest unsweetened green tea RTD brand retail. The Oi Ocha is a record holder drink. No wonder I like it. I remember when I was a kid, I used to drink this. Mm. Ah, Oh my goodness, I like it. You know what? I spent 1 hour eating these Family Mart food in front of you, and I think most of the time I was just, eating the food and leaving the podcast in dead air. I wish I should have made this a vlog instead of podcast. Why did I decide to do this to do the podcast instead of vlog? Why do you think? Like I should have. Yeah, it would have been more comfortable when I just film what I'm eating instead of like doing the podcast. Right? I'm uh, so silly of me. So silly of me. But anyway, I also want to talk about my work again. So last week was our day shift. So we started from 6:30 a.m. to around 3 p.m. 3:05, and I think we also finished until 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. because of the overtime. But usually we finish if we have no overtime, we usually finish at 3:05 p.m. And then for next week, this coming Monday, I'm going to start. It will be our night shift, so we're going to start at 5:05 p.m. I guess, yeah. For 5 p.m., we're gonna have our morning assembly. So 5:05 p.m. and then we're gonna finish at around 1:50 a.m. I guess 1:50 a.m. Was it 1:50 a.m.? And then if we have overtime, we're going to finish at around 2:50 a.m. the next day, or 3:05 or 3:05 a.m. or 3:20 a.m. depending on the length of the overtime. Oh my god, it's so tiring. I can't believe I lasted for. I mean, I'm still working here. This is my second year here in my work. I can I couldn't believe I just lasted, and this is the uh longest that I have like survived in the workplace, because the longest one was around 1 year and 2 months. But anyway, let's share about our job experiences in the future, because I'm just excited. I also want to hear your stories. If there's any one of you listening to my podcast, I would also love to hear your stories in my podcast. And you know, I might feature your story in my podcast in the future. So yeah, just talk about anything random stuff. But for now, we're talking about food. So right now I'm really really full, right, and I really enjoyed my meal. I finished all my meals, so I'm happy. So the rest, the gobo sarada. I haven't finished my gobo sarada yet, but this is a salad, so I can just finish this in my dinner. Of course, I'm not gonna waste. I'm not gonna throw the food, of course. And then this pudding souffle. I'm going to eat this after eating my dinner. I'm not sure what will be our dinner tonight, but I think it's curry. Yeah, I think it's curry. So yeah, after eating curry, I'm gonna eat this pudding souffle. Okay, the camera stopped again, but as I was saying, after eating curry for our dinner tonight, I'm going to eat this pudding souffle. Nope, no, nothing. I love you. You called me what? Oh no no no. Okay, my girlfriend thought that she can be seen in the podcast now. She didn't want to be seen. Heart, finger heart. But anyway, I think that's it for my podcast. I'm sorry that you had to watch me eat and just listen to my munching, or listen to the dead air instead of munching. This isn't like ASMR anyway. I don't even know if I did the podcast, if I did well my podcast. But we are on a self improvement. As you all know, we are in a self improvement. This isn't a podcast like made to be perfect, but I also want to show you that we are going to improve together. We are going to embark on a journey together. I can't say that I have already overcame all those problems. I mean, those specific problems in the past, I think I was already able to move on because I still can't deal with a lot of stuff even until like at this point. So I just want you to feel that it's if you also if you also are experiencing the things that I do. I just want to tell you that it's okay if you still can't figure things out because I'm also here. I still can't figure things out on my own. As long as we're alive, we won't be able to figure things out life properly, like as a whole, because without problems, I think we're gonna get bored. So I think sometimes I feel like problems also exist for a reason because I think we're gonna be like so bored that I don't know what we're gonna do if we have no problems, if we have no troubles, if we have no, if you have nothing in life. Like if you already have everything in here in this world, I'm not sure if we are still going to be like if you're if we still feel alive because I think we're gonna feel it's worse than death. Boredom is worse than death, I guess, because if there's nothing interesting happening in our lives. So I think that's so that's such a boring thing to do. But anyway, yeah, I really thank you guys so much for watching my podcast, for listening to my rants, for listening to my stories, for listening to my food review. I mean, this is not a food vlog, but to listening to me appreciating the food here in the here with me in this podcast, this Family Mart food that we just ate together. And I'm going to see you on my next podcast or vlog or plug. But anyway, let me just cut the camera and end this podcast. I'll see you next episode. And
I wish you